Welcome back to Main Street Living. I know during this quarantine, a lot of us have been missing travel, but our next guest, who is actually a travel blogger and influencer, has learned about this in a whole new way. So let's bring in Alyssa Ramos. And Alyssa, you are coming to us from Spain, where you actually just moved right before the whole lockdown started. Wow. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been definitely very interesting being abroad during this whole situation.
I can't imagine. I mean, what is it like in Spain? I've heard that the restrictions have been a lot more strict than in some places in the United States.
Oh, it's actually the strictest in the world. And it's been this way for 2 months. We actually spent 47 days in strict mandatory home confinement, which means no walks or exercise outside unless you're going to go get groceries. So we did that for 47 days. And then we were finally allowed outside for exercise, but we still are in phase 0, which means we can only go out during certain time frames each day.
I can't imagine how difficult this must be for somebody like you who's always on the go and to have to sit still and
Mhm.
stay inside. What have you been doing to try to be creative and stay entertained?
So luckily, as a travel blogger and influencer, my main job is to create content, which I've been able to do. Luckily, that I found a nice place here in Barcelona with a great view. So I've been getting some work done, but it has been very difficult to stay in one place.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad that you've been able to do some stuff inside. And
Mhm.
the travel industry in general, I mean, it's changed and hopefully not forever. But what has been your perspective on how COVID-19 has affected travel?
It's really shocking because everyone loves to travel. And right now, it seems the main thing is people are either extremely eager to get traveling again, or some people are actually afraid to travel in the future, which is very scary for the entire tourism industry.
And for you personally, when do you think you're going to be able to get back on the road or on an airplane again?
I've been honestly waiting for them to give me the green light to go. And as soon as I get the green light, I'm going. So as soon as they tell me I'm allowed outside the borders of Spain, I'm going to go along the coast. I'm going to go to other European countries. And then as soon as flights are opened up again, I'll probably head somewhere in Africa or maybe even Asia.
Oh my gosh. And is it true that you've been to all seven continents?
Yes, 7 continents and 104 countries and counting.
This is incredible. I like to travel myself. I've only
Mm.
been to 30 some countries and I thought that was a
So
lot. But
good. That's good.
wow, I mean, you are doing incredible. And I have to ask, Antarctica, how do you even
Oh,
get there? And what did you do?
Antarctica is probably the number one bucket list destination I have, and to this day, one of the most amazing moments of my life. You fly down to Ushuaia at the very, very tip of South America, and then you have to take a boat for 2 days across the most dramatic passage of the sea in the world, which is the Drake Passage. And then you're able to go to the continent, see all the penguins like you're seeing here. It's truly incredible. It's so pristine and untouched, and there's just no humans, there. Well, now it used to be a whaling industry, but I mean, we went paddle boarding and there was whales breaching next to us. There's killer whales, there's seals. It was fascinating.
How do you even afford to travel the world like this and to get to somewhere like Antarctica? I mean, as a travel blogger, do you have sponsors?
Yes, so travel blogging and influencing has been my full-time job for the past 7 years. The first 2 years of it, I was not making money. So I was side hustling as a virtual assistant and a writer for years to pay for my own trips. And then now most of my trips are fully sponsored, which means either they're free or more ideally, they're paid on top of it for the work that we do to create the content and promote it to our audiences.
And what's next for you? I mean, I know you said you want to go to certain places, but do you have any bucket list items left that you haven't been to?
For sure. I was supposed to go in June. I'm just going to delay it. Whenever I can go, I'll go again. I'm going to go gorilla trekking in Uganda, Rwanda, and DR Congo. And then later in the year, hopefully I'll be able to do Everest Base Camp because I've just done Kilimanjaro.
Mm.
And then I would like to finish all of the countries in South America, get to Venezuela safely to see Angel Falls. And then I have another random bucket list, which is to see the top cultural festivals in the world. So things like
Ooh.
Holi in India, and of course Carnival in Rio, and things like that.
Well, good for you. You're such an inspiration to so many people. And I'm hoping that COVID-19, we can just get this to go away so everybody can get their lives back and you can start traveling the world again. Where
Hopefully.
can people follow you?
My website is mylifesamovie.com. It has mostly travel tips, a ton of guides, and a ton of free itineraries, all very detailed, especially beneficial if you're a solo traveler trying to plan a trip. And then my Instagram is My Life's a Travel Movie, and that's where all of my photography and behind the scenes content is.
Well, I'm definitely following you now. Thank you again,
Thank
Alyssa.
you.
Such a pleasure.